G'day everybody, it's Matt Dawn from Lawn Porn, Get Your Lawn On. This video is 3 days after my last video. So as you can see, it has really jumped, hasn't it? And those bare areas are starting to fill in. And I did a 10mm mow. And then the next morning, being this morning, luckily fantastic conditions. So because this is nearly repaired, I've decided to go a green light, not to cause surge growth. And also I put down 10 mils of plant growth regulator per the 100 square meters. So basically 10 mils on this area. I'm about to do an 8mm mow. It is now 6 and a bit hours after using plant growth regulator. The idea is that I just want to keep this growth controlled. So that's why I've done 10 mils of plant growth regulator per the 100 square meters, just to have that bit of control. Now at this time of year, I've still got fairly decent temperatures. If you're getting like cool night temperatures and your lawn has slowed down quite a bit, you don't want to be using plant growth regulator at this time of year. But look, today's 30 degrees here. I did notice a bit of a frost this morning, a bit of a dew, should I say. It's not really frost. So it is definitely getting cooler, and of course 7 o'clock in the morning, you don't even, it's before the sun rises now. It's definitely shorter days, that's for sure. But you know, I think there's going to be some good growth here in the next couple of weeks, and yeah, basically this will be the last plant growth regulator that you would want to use. Now I did that 10mm mow last night because you've got to at least leave 6 hours after you do your mow to use plant growth regulator. So that's all good, because I did the mow, 7 o'clock last night, and I didn't put the application of green light and plant growth regulator down till 7 o'clock this morning. So that was 12 hours. And 7 o'clock, it's now 1 o'clock in the afternoon here, so I'm good to go to give this a mow. So even though this is at 10mm, I'm gonna get this down to 8mm. It'll probably look a little bit scrappy, but that's okay. It'll come back, and I want to let this grow, thicken up with that cut, and also start to grow up slowly. And that way I'll have a nice, thick, lush lawn ready for autumn true. Well, you know me, I'm an edges first person and straight into the main pattern, and you know, this is my preferred pattern that I like to do. This is an 8mm mow, and I did a mow yesterday at 10mm, as I said before in the video. So what happened with this mow here is I'm filming it with one of these cameras that I've got that do 360, and I've moved the camera, and then when I've come back I haven't really paid attention, and I've gone up the wrong way, because the sight from that side, you don't really see the lines that well with the sun. So stuffed it up there and kind of made a bit of a mess of it, and by this time I sort of realised it. But look, that's all right. I changed tack and made sure that I did a diagonal pass as well, just to mix it up, because yeah, I'll explain a little bit in the video a bit later on. But basically, if you're always mowing in the same direction all the time in the same pattern, you're going to have problems, and I'm a bit of an abuser of that actually. But you know, it's good to get, especially when the grass is coming back fresh from a renovation, get it a few different directions early on, and that will really help stop it from napping and sort of bending over in the same direction all the time, which can really affect the mow. I tell you what though, I really enjoyed this mow. It was just such a pleasure to do it, and it was just such a perfect day as well. It was like 29-30 degrees when I was doing this mow, you know, at about 1:30 in the afternoon. Just lovely. It is surprising what you pick up after a 2mm difference mow in what, less than 1 day. Check it out. About half a bucket there. Now you may notice that I got a little bit lost in the lines. I don't know how I did it, but somehow I went the wrong way on one of the lines. So I decided right there and then that I'd do a mow in a different direction as well. a cross pattern, which is something I don't do nearly half enough, simply because if you keep mowing in the same pattern, and I'm a huge abuser of that, by the way, but I like the pattern. I don't want to change it, but you'll end up pushing the grass over all the time in the same direction, and it'll sort of start to nap that way and grow it, you know, a little bit taller, and also cause ruts within the lawn if you keep going over the same bit. So mowing in a different direction every time you mow is quite good to do, or mowing in a couple directions in a pattern, because I just did a diagonal following the line of the driveway there. Probably can't see it much that way, and mind you, it's an 8mm mow, and it's not a you know, 8mm is what they use at Wimbledon. Sun's really not in the right direction for it. You can sort of see it. You can see the lines that way, definitely. But yeah, I did something weird here. I don't know quite what I did. I moved the camera and then I got lost. I wasn't really paying attention. When you do a little bit of a cross-cut mow for the first time, don't be concerned about a little bit of cutting it into it and making it a bit exposed, which I've done here, and if, you know, it will show the thatch a bit, because that'll come back. As you can see on my lawn, obviously there's some areas that still need to fill in. That's the other thing I wanted to say. You don't want to be using plant growth regulator until you're totally covered as well. But I'm 99% there, and I know that I'm going to let it go out of regulation after that one, and it'll thicken up and fill in anyway, normally. This is going to be left alone for a week and a bit, and that's why I've cut it down to 8, but the idea is to grow up to 15, and then I can start mowing around about 15mm. And honestly, the 12 to 15mm is the sweet spot with TifTuf Couch, because you get the nice colours, and it's just a beautiful condition, especially when it's in regulation. Around that condition is just looks really tight and uniform and fantastic. But yeah, all right, well, that's today's video. If you got something out of it, be sure to like, subscribe, do all that. It helps me grow, and get your lawn on. We'll see you in the next one.